Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, in the spirit of bringing you guys more videos on a constant basis, today I'm going to be doing a do my makeup with me while we go over a little bit of the wedding planning. For those of you who know, my wedding is coming up July 2025, so I want to give you guys a little bit of, how things are going so far, the stress, and a little bit about how everything's going to go down. But I'm not going to give you guys every single detail because then I take away the element of surprise. And what is me posting later if I'm going to take away the element of surprise, you're not going to enjoy the video as much, right? Exactly. So before we get into the video, I'm shooting this video on Women's Day. So in the spirit of Women's Day, I want to say happy Women's Day to all the amazing strong women out there who are doing their best to survive, to live, to grow, to learn and nurture and just do all the amazing things that God put us on this planet to do. So I want to wish you guys a happy Women's Day and say more strength, more grace, more mercy from the Lord in Jesus' name. Because in this household, we praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Let's get into the video. So I'm going to start with skin prep and we're going to discuss a little bit about the stress that is brought about by weddings. Yeah, so of course, for my ladies who've been, married, you know how stressful it is. Just the thought of, everything coming together as one, especially when you get closer to, the D-Day. Oh my goodness. Everything is a rush. It's just adrenaline. It feels like you're not doing enough. I mean, so far I'm not that stressed yet, but I could feel it coming on like really heavy. Just wondering if the day is going to go properly, if something is going to get fucked up, if everything is going to be in place. And if you have money, my sister, I suggest getting a wedding planner, but not in this economy, not right now. We could not afford that. So we had to do it. We had to plan ourselves with the help of family. And honestly, so far it's not that bad, but still, it'll never be as effective as someone who is doing it as a job, right? That person, puts their all in it, make sure everything is perfect, and they don't want to ruin your day and all of that. But again, it's not that bad. It's a little slow. We could, do things a little faster. But I think since we're in March already, since it's getting closer, I think in the next few weeks we're gonna start getting, like very serious with everything. And I'm looking forward to that. However, one thing I try to remind myself is that something could always go wrong. It's a chaotic day, it's your wedding day. So I try to remind myself that when that day finally comes, not to let it get to me, at least not too much, because then I'm not going to be having the fun that I want to have. And being an overthinker, I'll be concentrating on a lot of things going on around me instead of just having fun and being in that moment and enjoying my day. So that's what I try to remind myself as the days get closer, because regardless, you're always going to be stressed. So yeah, just relax and whatever happens happens. We'll try our best to make the day perfect. So it is what it is at the end of the day. You cannot keep stressing on something that you cannot control. Being that it's our first time being married, there's a lot of things that we're just trying to figure out. And I think slowly but surely we're getting there, learning as we go. But I feel like that also makes it a little bit difficult because we're learning. If you cannot be learning and trying to do this thing at the same time, that's already so difficult, right? Because if you already know, then it makes it easier. But we have to learn a little bit about the process before, you know, doing it ourselves. So we learn as we go, learn what things we should do. I mean, the adults help, but you also don't want them running your show. You want to run your show. So we listen to as much as we can listen, take the advices that we can take, and incorporate it into our plans, how we want it to actually look like, right? I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, so far it's coming and it's not that bad. I think that's the most that we could do to reduce our stress levels and make sure that, especially me, because I think my fiance is gonna be okay. He doesn't really let things get to him like that. But I, on the other hand, I'm the overthinker. Usually worried, especially if I don't have things in check. So let's dive into the next phase. So I did already pick bridesmaids. I have 5 bridesmaids. So this my fiance has 5 groomsmen. Everything being equal. My girls and myself have had our meetings to discuss our outfits. still have the men as well. Just discuss our outfits, and we're in the process now of like, trying to get them done, because those are the important things. And then I think the next phase is going to be like just planning the activities that we have to do with the girls as well. Important activities like the dancing for the entrance and things like that. And I'm really looking forward to that part. Just doing like choreography, dancing, practicing is gonna be fun. But again, people are working and it's really hard to get everyone together. But we're gonna try and start doing that as soon as we can, so that we have time enough to practice everything, so we don't run out of time, right? Yeah. And also, my fiance and I are like trying to also plan the itinerary of the day with help from like family, um, you know, because you know what? Let me get into how the wedding is going to be so that it's understandable for the next part that I'm trying to explain instead of confusing you guys. So the wedding is going to be in three parts: court, the white, and then the traditional. Where I come from, Cameroonian here, the traditional is the most important. So the court and the white wedding is just going to be like small and intimate. We didn't even plan to actually incorporate the white into the whole process, but we just finally did to just get it over with, then we can do something we actually want sometime later. But yeah, so we just incorporated that, but those two are going to be very intimate. The traditional now is going to be on a reception day, which is going to be on Saturday, and then court Thursday, white Friday, and then traditional is a reception. We're going to do that on Saturday. It's going to be proper, it's what it's going to be big. And that's why I mentioned earlier that we need the adults help, because I mean, it's traditions and customs, so we don't really know how deep into, we don't know everything that goes into it. So we need all that information from the adults to be able to drop an itinerary of how things are supposed to go down that day, right? Yeah, so far so good. We're getting a little bit of information from here and there, but ignore that. We still need to have a sit down with the adults and just like finally, just drop and finalize everything and decide. These days, guys, I don't wear contour anymore. For some reason, I'm not feeling it. That's why I'm just going all over everywhere with blush. So ignore that. Yeah. So that's it for that part of that. We're still kind of, running up on everything. So a few services have been booked already for the wedding, not all, however. So that has to be like finalized and concluded once I have a meeting with my mom, just finalize and conclude everything so we can get the rest of the show on the road. Catering, the cake. Um, I think we already spoke to the DJ. Yeah. So the rest of the things like have to start getting into place. So people don't get to your wedding and they don't have food. Yeah, so that all has to go in place and making sure that everyone is given ample time, enough time to get ready and put everything in place so that someone doesn't fuck up, especially someone important like food. Exactly. So to make it easy on everyone, the work was kind of divided. Everybody has their own little part to play. My mom has her own little part to play, and some of my aunties. I myself have my own part to play, in, like getting some things done. For example, um, my aunt is in charge of speaking to the lady who is in charge of food and all of that, just to reduce the stress on like just us. Because honestly, guys, at some point I was so stressed, I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. So everybody has their part to play to just avoid all of that. Hey guys, as you can see, my makeup has gone so far. I did pause a little bit because my mic went off. Did a little bit of TikTok, but before it went off, I was talking about guest list. So my guest list originally, if it was just me, I should have settled for 100. But how dare I? How dare I expect only 100 people at an African wedding? Yeah. So at this point, we're looking close to 300. The capacity for the whole is like 250, but Africans will make a way. We will find a way to make it work. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't even want to let myself worry about it, because then I'm going to put stress on myself over things that I cannot control. So I'll try to control what I can at the wedding, put my tables and everything. So the extra people who are coming, who are being invited by my mom, I'm thinking at the end of the day, once the people who have invited, the people who have, you know, um, RSVP'd, once their names are on the table, tables can be figured out. Some, you know what? I'm not even gonna let myself think about it. So yeah. So I'm expecting family from far and wide. There are a few people who will not be able to make it. unfortunately, and it saddens me, but it's okay. I guess it was not meant to happen. But yeah, my fiance is also expecting people as well from Cameroon, like his mom, for example, is coming from Cameroon, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see her. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. So yeah, that's it so far for wedding planning. I don't think I've left out anything unintentionally. If I've left out anything, it's supposed to be left out. Anyways, still just ask your questions if you're curious, if there's something I want to know, and if I can answer it, of course, I'm going to answer it, right? Yeah, so that's it for our video today, but stay tuned because, of course, I have to show you the full look. Ooh, okay, guys, so I want to show you guys the full look. This look is courtesy of Women's Day. We're going out for a Women's Day celebration party. Yep. And guys, I'm going to show you guys my hair is so bad. It's I'm so proud of myself because it's my first time doing the look. My hair, rather, not the look, not the makeup, but my hair. It's the first time doing it. And you know what? I exceeded my expectations, so I'm very proud of myself. But stay tuned. In a second, I guess, you're going to see. So guys, this is the final look. So this dress is from SHEIN. Um, it's comfortable. I like it very much. I didn't wear my heels yet because we're still in the house and baby is still showering. So I was prepared already. Anyways, this is how it look. And guys, give it up for the hair. This is my first time doing finger waves, and the fact that I did it on with this wig already on my head. Wait, we ate. Yeah, I was originally going to do finger waves, but on the mannequin before putting on my head. But I had to wear the wig earlier for something else, to go somewhere else. So I did this today, and for a first try, honestly, I did good. It's not that bad. That's the back of it. Me likey. Let's get into this body, please. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, so that we can grow this our very minuscule family. We're 45 of us, guys. So let's grow. Thank you so much for watching. So much appreciated for the two of you, or how many of you who are watching. I appreciate it. Guys, wait, let's just before we go, huh? Let me give you guys a little bit of bam, bam. I wish I had a clutch. I don't have a silver clutch. I'd have taken that instead of this bag, but it still works. Okay, I have to go. Bye.